This is something you never ever want to see. Broken heater plugs. Not just one, 3. And of course, they're at the back of the engine. Absolutely, unreal. So, these are the tools you don't want, but you need. This is the tool that takes out the tips. This is the tool that repairs the threads. And this is the tool that takes out broken heater plugs. All from Hobby Tools. You'll see all the links down in the videos. And this video is on this tool, and there'll be other videos on these ones. You just don't want these tools. You don't want them, but you can need them. Oh, you just know it's a good day when you've got a snapped heater plug in your hand. John Travolta's just sent you a message about a car lift that is like £3.5 grand, but he's selling it to you for £95, and it is freezing cold outside. I mean, how much of a better day do you want to begin with, people? Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Yes, it is like -2 outside. We've got snapped heater plugs. We've just got all sorts of goodness today. Isn't it just beautiful? Right, in these Focuses, the 1.6 engines, the ones that a lot of cars use now, you know, the beautiful French ones, they have a big problem with snapping heater plugs. Now, this is what a new heater plug looks like. You can see the tip is full on it. It's always good to have a full tip, you know what I mean? That's what she said. This one is broken off, and you can see there's a good chunk of it broken off. Now, we have a set from Hobby Tools here, and they have a few different sets depending on what you need. I did a quick YouTube short and an Instagram short. I'm actually putting a lot of stuff on Instagram now, all my shorts. I'm not really putting them on YouTube anymore. Anyway, they have different sets depending on what's happened. So if you snap your heater plug up here and the threads haven't come out, they've got one that will take out all this. If the tip is in, they've got a tip tool, which is this one. Or if you've damaged the threads, or if it's been cross-threaded, they also have a tool to repair the threads. So we're using this particular one. And this is one of the awkward ones because, like I said, the heater plug's in the back of the engine. The hardest thing to actually do is to get this on. We have different types of these drill bit guide depending on what heater plugs you've got. I've actually got my one on. I think it's number 1. This is number 2, and then we have 3 and 4. In my case, number 1 is what I needed. So that's on. What you do is, I'm going to try and film this as best I can. I'm also going to put the Hobby Tools video in because they've got an engine that's cut in half and you can kind of see what's going on. So I've got the guide in place. We are next going to use this drill bit which goes through the guide, right? So I can show you here. It goes through the guide and it self-centers. So in other words, now that's in, there's no play there. That drill bit can only go right in the middle of the hole. It can't go left or right because of the way it's set. Not only that, you can see the drill bit will self see that, look, it won't go all the way into the engine. So it's impossible to drill too far, right? You can't drill too far because it will not allow you, this drill bit will not allow you to go past. So you can't get it in the engine, you can't do anything like that, which is good. So you can't drill too far. Then we get this little tap and we put some threads in it. Then we get this tool with the slide hammer and hopefully we can knock it out. Now, sometimes what also happens is the end of it swells up. And when your tip swells up, you know it's not good. Well, it depends. It depends what you're doing. But in this case, when the tip swells up, it's not good. So unfortunately, when it swells up, you cannot get it out. You just can't. So you have to knock it through, take off the heater plug, and then with this magnet thing here, which is just here, you can see it, you can then take out the tip that way. But hopefully we don't have to do that, because the problem is these injectors look really bad, and when you take injectors out you can sometimes damage them. So I'm hoping I don't have to take the injector out. So let's get we need the smaller drill bit, we need this one. So let's get this in and let's see what we can do. Right, as you can see, this is what we're working with. I'm going to be using this drill, which is a 90-degree drill bit. It's just handy. You don't particularly need it. There is quite a lot of room in here, believe it or believe it not. So I'm just going to show you. Down in there, you can now see the sleeve that I've got into the heater plug hole. We will then, see if I can do this on camera. Can't quite see. Can you see what I'm doing? You see? Yeah, you can see. So that slides down in there, right? And as you can see, look, we've actually got quite a lot of room. You can get you can get small drills in there, but I think the 90 drill will fit. Yeah, as you can see there, it will fit. So I'm going to get this in place now, and we'll start drilling, people. Right, couldn't quite fit the drill in. Now, you do really have to take off all this to make your life a bit easier, but because I'm not doing all of this today and this car's going to be staying outside, I'm trying to avoid to take off all the wipers and that at the minute. I will eventually, but at the minute I'm going to try and avoid not to. So the idea here is I've got a 90-degree on a 90-degree, and literally what we're going to do is we're just going to drill it. Now, hopefully you saw that go down. That was quick, and it can't get, it's bottomed out. So that has to be it. First time I've used this kit, and I tell you, in some ways, it's maybe the easiest thing to do. I think this is a lot easier than if the head of the heater plugs come off. On my van, unfortunately, the head of the heater plugs has snapped. 2 of them. That's for another video. But this now, yeah, you can see that. So we now need to change onto this one, I believe, which is the thread for that drill bit. I'm just going to do it by hand this time, just to be safe. I think I got away with it, but I can feel it a lot better by hand with these threads. Right, I think that's it now. Let's get this out, put the 30 bar in, and hope. It still might not come out, and the reason is because depending on if the tip of this is swelled up, it will never pass the hole no matter what. I just don't know if that's happened or if it's just seized inside the hole. I don't know, and I won't know until I try this next stage. Right, you can see we got it on all there, so hopefully now we can get put the slide hammer through, put it on there, and then feed it in and twist. I didn't feel like it went down a long way. We get a socket on there. Right, we've got a socket on it, so let's now just see if we can screw that in a bit more. I'm also going to start the engine, get it warmed up. Give myself the best chance. And I forgot to say how I diagnosed this car. So I'll go through it now. This car was going into limp mode. We've had lots of issues with it, right? The normal thing with clocks. Someone else has been here before. See, there's previous accident damage, so there's all sorts of wiring issues. But there was absolutely no error codes. There was just 2 error codes, which are U error codes that really wasn't related to anything. I couldn't find any information out about any of them. And now just so you know, look, the heater plugs are completely disconnected. Look at this. That's the plug here. Just so you know, look, you know I'm not lying. You know, some people aren't on the tinterwebs. That's the heater plug socket right there, look, and that's the other end of it, down in there. Like, you see it poking out. So these heater plugs now are not even connected, right? You can also see how cold it is outside, -2 degrees. Look, still frost everywhere. This car will start really easy. The engine light is on, which I will show only because the map sensor is unplugged. Okay, I'll show that in a second, but I want to show you how easy this car starts. You ready? See, even the warning light is on. Engine malfunction light, that's the issue. Look at that. Look how easy that started. And it is freezing outside. This is ice. That started no problem. So, what I thought was, right, I'll test the heater plugs. So I test the heater plugs the old fashioned way with a scope on a rope, which I'll show you again. So I just put it on here, I'll show you once this is warmed up. But all the heater plugs were dead. And I was like, because these do go into limp mode when the heater plugs are dead, because it uses the heater plugs when it senses that a cylinder isn't hot enough for the best fuel economy. It will turn the heater plugs on. It also turns the heater plugs on to do DPF regens and all that sort of stuff, right? So it needs the heater plugs, not necessarily for starting, even when it's -2 outside, more for other things. Now when it's really, really cold, it will also use them for starting, but as you can see here, it didn't need them. So when I disconnected it completely, I was getting no error codes for the heater plugs, and I'm thinking, haha, right, I know them heater plugs are dead. I know it goes into limp mode when them heater plugs are dead. I think it's like a 3080 error code for the heater plugs, but I tried 3 different scan tools and not one of them. Even I went through the Ford scan tool, I got like a 4scan and a Launch and an Autel and an Optifix and all of them. No error codes. Went through OBD on all of them, and again, just the U error fault codes were coming up, not anything else. I still don't know if this is 100% the problem, but I can more or less guarantee you it kind of is, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to let this heat up, give myself the best opportunity before I start tapping this up. I know if I don't show this, people can say, oh, I bet it's smoking a lot. That is not anything bad with injectors or anything. That's just because it's bloody cold outside and the car and the engine is cold. But I know if I don't show this, I'm going to get people, oh, I bet there was error codes, I bet this and I bet that. And, you know, the fucking armchair mechanics that haven't got a fucking clue. I did some, just waiting for it to connect. I did some YouTube shorts that I put onto Instagram, because I'm doing a lot of that now. I just showed a few things that were mistakes in a factory, no big deal, on a Volvo and Volvo truck and a couple of other things. Oh, it wasn't, I bet it was you, and I bet it was this, and I bet it was that. You can tell they're Volvo truck fanboys because, you know, fucking idiots. Like, why would I make this shit up? Why? I don't understand. I put a video out and I don't show anything because in my head I'm thinking, why would anyone be sad enough to make this shit up? And the dickheads then that comment think you're sad enough to make up a fault. I mean, it's just pathetic. Anyway, so we're gonna, this won't auto scan, but I've already got it in, so as soon as it connects I'll show you. God, it's cold, man. Also, I suppose that thingy tip could pop out because of the engine. Once the engine heats up, it could fire out. But now I've got that thing in, at least it won't fall into the engine and cause a lot of damage. I don't think it will just pop out. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky, but come on, just say you can't auto scan and then let me connect you. Why is it taking so long now? It never took this long before. Yes, I know you can't auto scan. There's the, yeah, so search, boom. Now you'll be, yeah, okay, sorted. Okay, right, what it is. There we go. There we go, look. I'll just pause this because there's no point in going through everything. We're only interested in there. So I show you the 2 error codes that we were getting. The 2 U fault codes. These are the 2 U fault codes we were getting, right? And look, there you go. MAF sensor circuit and the temperature sensor. Now look, so that's the car. It's still running. The heater plug's still disconnected. That's still on it, right? So there's no heater plugs connected at all, and we are getting no heater plug fault codes. Only getting them because I've got that disconnected. So there we go. That just proves all the fucking armchair mechanics, all them fucking dickheads, just proves them wrong, which is nice. Yeah. We'll just wait for this to heat up now. Now, I don't think I explained that very well. The engine malfunction light is the issue, okay? That's the issue with the heater plugs. It's just not saying that the heater plugs is an issue. So I'm hoping I'm right, that this is going to sort this car being into limp mode. The reason why I think I'm right is because when I disconnect it, like I have done, so there's no heater plugs connected, it still doesn't give me a heater plug fault code. So maybe an original Ford scan tool might, I don't know, but the scan tools I've got doesn't. Even 4Scan and stuff like that, which is normally really good, just doesn't give me anything. Gives me the same codes. All the scan tools give me the same codes, and they give me actually 4Scan on one of the U fault codes is saying communication error with the ABS module, where the other just saying communication error. It's not giving me anything. OBD2, everything, nothing's giving me anything to do with the heat plugs. It's just kind of experience and a bit of luck to see if I'm right. I know that they do go into limp mode when a couple of the heater plugs are fucked in this, so fingers crossed I'm right. Right, hopefully. I don't know, I've had it running and I was hoping running it might kind of pop itself out because of the pressure, so I don't know if we've got the swollen tip. Be careful, I don't want to destroy the threads. Oh no. No, I think I've just pulled the threads through. So we've got the swollen tip. Yeah. Fuck. Oh no! I got it! Oh, fucking excellent! Holy shit! Would you look at that? I was full shot. Oh my god. Oh, oh yes, yes. Oh, would you look at that? Isn't that just the sexiest thing you have ever seen? Oh, oh yeah, I full sure I got the whole thing out. I stripped the threads out. I can't get this out there. Only because I can't get the thing out because the engine's fucking hot, it's burning me. I don't give a shit, I fucking love that. Oh, you can see how caked up it was. That tool, fucking love it. First time I've used it, because it's the sort of tool you want to have but you don't want to use it. Do you know what I mean? Fucking excellent. Oh yeah, baby. That is just, I don't know what to say. I just fucking love it, man. Right, I just need to get the you're not going to see what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is taking off the little cover we had, or the little guide, the drill guide. Oh, come on, you fucker. Line up the fucking socket, come on. There we go. I was actually, oh god, his engine's so fucking hot. Oh, come on. Right. That means now, that's what I was trying to get out. I can put this new heater plug in and I can drive it inside and do the rest. But I have to, like I said, I have to take a lot more off now to do this. I have to do a lot more stripping, but at least I'm going to have to show you again, because it's pure sexy. Look at that. And it's drilled it directly in the middle. I mean, as it should do, because that's what all the guides are for. Because as you see, once it goes in the guide, which is here, look, it can't move. Like, it is solid in there. You physically can't go left or right. You can't do any damage to the engine, because, where is it? Which one did I use in the end? The drill bit, right? The drill bit does not go all the way to the end, right? It doesn't even go that far. It goes like about that far, I think. Because of this sits, it won't allow it to go. So you can't drill all the way through and put a load of crap into your engine. You can't do any of that. It won't let you, because this here stops it. This little ridge stops it from going too far. And this guide just makes you bang on in the middle. I mean, believe me, if you've ever broken a heater plug up, if anything ever happened to you, when you see that come out, it's like winning the lottery. And without the tools, you know, I can't do this on camera. Oh, I'm so fucking happy, man. Fucking love it. Right, the trick to getting these heater plugs out is this. Now, if they're going to break, they're going to break. It's as simple as that, really. I've done a few videos before and I've showed you how to get one out, and it was making a lot of squeaking noises, and people, you should have just put WD-40 on it, it would have worked. WD-40 would have just stopped the squeak. It wouldn't have broke through all the carbon and all the crap. It just wouldn't have done. So it actually makes no difference. It just would have stopped the noise. But basically, I'm going to try and film. Oh, my hand's in the way. You have to, it's just called the feel. You get the feel when you know something's going to break. But with this, just backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Now, I did that with the other one and it still went. Engine nice and warm, that's the key. Just slowly, even if you only get a quarter of a turn, and then turn it back and tighten it, loosen it, tighten. This noise here, hear that noise? If I put WD-40 on it, it's not going to penetrate that. I can feel it getting a bit tight now, so I'm going to go back. You're just trying to loosen up the carbon that's on it. And like I said, if this is the one that's the tip is swelled up, then there's nothing you can do. It's never going to come out, because the tip is bigger than the hole it goes through, so it'll never ever come out. You have to use that tool I was using, but slightly differently. Push it in, take the injector out and get the tip out from the injector, because there's a slightly bigger hole. I can feel that now getting tight. We're going to go back. Oh, this is going to break, I think. This is not. What makes it worse is you just can't see what you're doing, because the back of the engine. You can kind of get two out without taking all the covers off, but the rest, the other two, a lot of stripping has to happen. And I'm using a 3/8 ratchet, which is a bit too big. Should really use a 1/4 inch. I haven't got the right long reach 8mm to fit this, so and you want to hear that noise. You put WD-40 and you can't tell if it's kind of getting tight, because the WD-40 will disguise it, and it disguises the noise. It's not great. Oh, this is not good. Nope, it's gonna break. Shit. Oh no, I might have to heat the engine up a bit more. Something's happened now. That's kind of locked. No, there's something not right there. I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn the engine back on. and we're going to let it heat up a bit more. Just take your time with it. Oh, you bastard. Fucking ice. Fucking killed myself on that ice. I'll let that heat up a bit more and I'll continue. I think 100% it would have snapped. So what I've done is I've reheated the engine. Let's see now. Oh, there we go, it's moving again. Now it's getting tight. Let's go back the other way. Yeah, we can get it back the other way. Now let's go back this way. You think in your head, how many threads is left? Oh, see, that doesn't feel good now. It's not going back. No. No. In trouble again. The engine shouldn't be that much colder now because it's literally, I've just turned it off. Right, I'm going to stop and I'm going to heat it up again. I'm just going to keep doing that, and if I get it off without snapping it, I'll show you. Well, what do you think? Do you think it broke or do you think it came out? Fucking broke. I mean, it was just going to break. There's no two ways about it. I was at that for a long time, heating it up. It moved a hell of a lot, but then it broke. Oh, these fucking things. At least we got the tools. Right, kids, don't be a mechanic because I am fucking freezing. And I'm still working. 2 fucking snapped heater plugs. And like I said, we're just going to snap. This is the one that's... Oh, look at that. All over me fucking seat. Anyway. And then another one snapped. But look what we got. Oh, yeah, baby. We got the other tip. Isn't that just sexual? Oh, I tell you, it's not a nice feeling when it breaks, but when you got the tool and it's out, it's fucking awesome. I love it. Right, I've got 2 new ones in, and I've just plugged the plug back in just for the crack. I still haven't got that on yet, so I just want to see how many has to go before there's an issue. I'm guessing it's maybe 2, so there's 2 new and 2 gone. As soon as I turn this on, it used to say it more or less straight away, so ignore the rev counter. I haven't set that properly yet. Oh, it would have done it by now. Right, I'm going to put the airbox back on. I'm going to see if this will drive properly. I still have to do the other 2, but at least I know then I'm right. Oh, I like this. Oh yeah, baby. Right, I'm just plugging the scan tool in to take everything off because I want to see obviously if it works. But another interesting thing, I've seen this a few times, when you turn on the heater, the air conditioning turned on, which it shouldn't do. I've just done it now because I was fucking freezing. The AC light hasn't turned on. Now I've seen that a few times and it was kept happening with this, and I would turn the AC off and then I'd turn the heater back on and it would come back on. That's unusual. Now it's not doing it. I haven't put the airbox and everything back in properly because I just quickly put it in because I've still got to do the harder of the 2 heater plugs. But now that that hasn't come back on, that's interesting. Like I said, I have to sort out the rev counter on the clock, so I'm not bothered about that yet. if this drives, you know, and I have full power and then the light comes back on, that is good, because then I know I'm 100% in the right track. Because it basically, you know, it still has a problem with the other two heater plugs. But what I'm interested to see is them 2 U fault codes, will they reset? They were hard fault codes and it wouldn't reset on me. It wouldn't. I would go to reset it and it basically, computer says no. So I'm now wondering, can I, let's turn ignition on, can I reset them? Right, I'm going to pause that. We're going to go into it. We're going to have the same 4 fault codes. All right. If I can reset this now, this is just awesome. If it comes back on after a little bit of a drive, I don't care, because I know I'm in the right. I know I'm in the right ballpark. Right. Them bottom 2 will definitely go out because I've got it connected again. Oh no, exit. So, clear fault codes. Yes. Right. Instantly they came back on, like even with the ignition on, not even started. If they come back on now, I'm not going to be fully disappointed, but just, oh yes, fucking yes. Oh, there's not too many times you can be big-headed, but this time I can be, because there was absolutely nothing to do with heater plugs, no error code to do with heat plugs, no nothing. Them 2 U fault codes, I couldn't find anything to do with them in any of the information I got. Even Google couldn't find anything. Oh baby, see, that engine light's gone out now, because like I said, that was because that was unplugged. It was the engine malfunction light we was having. So let me just put my seatbelt on. Oh, this could be epic. Oh, fucking hell, this ice is bad. I'll know instantly as soon as I pull forward if I've got full power. I do! Oh yeah, baby! Oh yes! Oh, believe me people, this has been killing me. Oh, because I just had clock problems. Someone fixed the old clocks and they destroyed them, so I had to get second-hand clocks, reprogram it, do all that. Then I had issues with the ECU. Someone's already been at the ECU, and just loads and loads of issues that, you know, when the customer came to me, it wasn't my fault. I fixed one, but the problem is there was other issues, and trying to explain to them. Now, lucky enough they understood, but it's always difficult to say, well look, I've done my job, but you've still got fault codes, and they're like, well, the car's not running right. Oh fucking yes. Come on, you can open the gate for me, because oh, that is fantastic news. I'm gonna take this for a drive and see. Yes, just yes, it's sorted. So there you go. I now know, just for my own thing, that when 2 heater plugs are bad but 2 are good, the car doesn't mind it. It likes it. Now, I say that when it's most probably doing a regen, is it going to come up with an issue? Is it going to do a regen? These are the issues I don't know, but I'm still going to have to do the other 2. But what I'm saying is only when 3 heater plugs is gone, or maybe 4, I don't know, it could be 4, but let's just say 3 to be on the safe side, that's when the car has an issue. I can't put my foot down because it's only 1 degrees now, there's ice everywhere, but I know for a fact it's fine. Oh baby, love it. Right, we still have the engine light coming on after about half an hour, 40 minutes driving, because when the computer commands it needs the heater plugs on, for whatever reason that is, whether it's for the DPF, whether it's the temperature control inside the engine, or whatever other reasons it has, it then flags up the fault code. So we know we've still got 2 dodgy ones, which are the worst 2 to get to. I'm now going to take the wipers off, the covers off, try and disconnect it, take the bottom cover off just to give myself a little bit more room. I'm gonna have to take some pipes and everything off down there. It kind of is what it is. I have a theory that maybe in certain circumstances it's not good to warm up your engine, just like I remember doing ages ago exhaust manifold bolts, and I heated them up and they all broke, and when I just left them cold they didn't break. So anyway, we have the tools if it breaks, but hopefully they don't break. We've already had 2, we don't need another 2. So let me get all this off and then we'll turn the camera on and we'll see what we can see or what we can't, as the case may be. So you take off your 2 wipers, and then you have to take off this top clip before, or the top plastic before you get off the bottom one. But to do that, there is these metal clips all along that you have to take off. You also have to get this out of the way, and just use a screwdriver, get it in there. Hard to do with one hand. The screwdriver gets in there, that pops it out. There you go. Once you've removed the top cover, 2 T30 Torx, 1 at each end, and this other bit of plastic will come out. Now we have the bottom piece, the top piece, and now hopefully the dog can see the rabbit. See a lot more. We can't see a lot more. You know what I mean. Right, the next thing we need to remove is this pipe here. 2 T30 Torx on the top, and then you're going to need one of these little tools. This is made by Beta, but there's loads of different ones out there, because we need to remove this clip. Where's my finger? Right there. It's a reusable clip. It just means we can get to the other heater plug, and I found an issue with number 2 heater plug. It's out by a lot of threads. I think there's some damage in there, but anyway, we'll worry about that later. I think the threads are damaged. I think someone cross-threaded it before. Anyway, take out that and we can get to number 2 heater plug. Alright, I can't promise anything. The heater plug is down there, you can just see it. I'm going to try and see if we can take it out on camera, but I'm not holding out too much hope because you just can't see what I'm doing. Right, I'm on it. Oh, that doesn't, well, maybe it does feel okay. At first I didn't think it felt good, but it felt better than the other ones. We're actually going to be lucky here and be able to get one out without it breaking. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? You can never be sure because the tip could have already broke and I'm just taking out the rest of it, so you can't really be sure until you get it out. Are you cold?
No, it's just warmer in here. You make sure.
Oh, I thought you said you're cold. Oh, it's not looking good. Fuck. It's gonna break. I think it's gonna break. It won't go back in. Oh, please no. Yeah, it's gonna break. Shit. Ah, so close to being out as well. When you can still hear that noise, we're actually okay. It's when that noise stops. I think that's what's spinning the actual tip, to be honest with you. Oh, we might be lucky. Oh, are we going to be lucky? It's loose now, but the tip is... Right, it's loose, but I can feel the tip is stuck in there. I now need a slide hammer to get that out. Let's just spin it. It's not actually connected now. I wonder if we can pull it out. Use these pliers. See if we can get a pull on it. Shit. If you can see how much of the threads are sticking out there now, practically all of it, and it still won't come. I'm just going to keep spinning it and spinning it and hope for the best. Just fucking stay there. I don't know if this is going to work, but I got an idea. The carbon is all built up around the tip, and that's why I can't get it out. The threads are all actually out, so, and it's taking too long to spin it by hand. So I'm going to use this and just literally spin it and hopefully break up the carbon. Oh, that's worked. Oh, awesome. Well, hold on, I say it has. The thing is now out, but has it snapped? Can we get one out without it snapping? Oh, we have! We've got one out without it snapping. Fuck me. Awesome. I can just see the other one just down in here. See it next to the fuel pump? Just here, look. So again, I'm not going to be able to film it because you can just see there's no room. But hopefully I'll get it out. Right, I'm going to try and show you where everything is according to the engine. So this is heater plug number 1, which again, you just can't even see. It's just ridiculous. It seems to be moving, but again, they all seem to be moving until they're not. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just for shits and giggles with this one, just going to see. Now you shouldn't do this. I've got a special impact one, but I haven't got it all set up, which will be the best for this. Actually, do you know what? The impact one I've done a video on that. That would 1,000,000% be the best tool for this now. Can you see what I'm doing? Oh, see, that got hard. No, that broke. Oh, it broke because of what I was doing. But at least we know. Yeah, 100% that broke. My own fault. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's on the last legs. See the wire? Oh, see the wire coming out there. Look at that. It was just me rushing. Right, let's have the big reveal. I don't know if I've got it out. I don't know if it's just slipped out of itself or if it's actually bringing out the tip. I don't know. This is the most awkward one. The little bracket's in the way. And oh baby, there's the fucking tip. And to be honest, I think it was going to break. I did it the proper way, quote unquote, before, and it still broke. You can see the build up on that is phenomenal. And I even put special stuff down. I know people are, oh, you put special stuff down, I've never had a seized bolt in my life. Go fuck yourself. It's just bullshit. I put special injector stuff down there. This stuff, this is supposed to remove carbon and all sorts, and it still didn't. I still had to do it this way. So that is just awesome, people. Fucking awesome. I am having issues with putting the plug back because of the build-up. And I've designed a little tool, but I can't show you yet because I think they might want to make it. So be secret, but just stay tuned. Oh, I just love this tool. It's fucking lovely. The aftermath. You can see two tips are a lot longer than that one. That's what she said. And yeah, like I said, I think it was just going to snap regardless. Maybe not so much that one. I might have maybe got away with it, but look, it is what it is. I do have a special, I've done a video on an impact, very low torque, and that's kind of your best chance because that will vibrate it as it's turning it out. It's very low torque. If that breaks it, it's gonna break regardless. I mean, it just is. The reason why an impact gun works so well is because it vibrates and loosens or tightens at the same time, you know, whatever you do it. So the one that I've got for that, it works on air and it kind of does the same thing. So maybe could have used that, but I don't know if I can get it in. Actually thinking about it, maybe not. I don't know if it would get in that space, which is more of an issue, but anyway. But just wanted to show you this as well. This was the thing I had disconnected. You couldn't see properly, so I just wanted to show you that is part of the wiring loom for the heater plugs there, look. Because I know if I don't show, oh, I bet you didn't disconnect the heater plug wiring loom. Where is it? Here, but I did. We've got them all in now, all four. So the aftermath is, where is it? We are looking at 4 heater plugs, and 3 of them broke. 1 of them came out, and yeah, don't you just love it? Right, I just wanted to show you this connection a bit more because you'll see a lot of these on a lot of different cars, and they're reusable. They do bend and kind of break. It is annoying, but you can kind of bend them back if you bent them out of shape. And the tool, lucky enough, the tool is actually on and off. There's 2 different tips to the tool. The reason why I like this one is because this one, as you see, look, these move. So some of them, they're actually stuck in one position. So you actually need 2 tools. You need the 90-degree one and you need the straight one. These are made by Beta. They're not cheap, but they are good. And it allows you to move that. And you can see one is cut out more than the other, depending on if you're pushing it on or taking it off, basically. I can't show you when it's on there because there's no fucking room, but at least you get the idea now. Camera, I'm struggling to even do it without the camera in my way, but there we go. See that? Lovely. Oh, it's all steaming up. Steaming up. Yeah. There we go. Boom. Love it. Right, fingers crossed we've got it all sorted. I won't know until I take it for a drive because, like I said, it took at least half an hour to 40 minutes for it to actually come on when it needed the heater plugs. And you saw even on the beginning of the video, this is a few days later because I haven't had a chance to get back to it yet. it was freezing cold outside, snowing just like it is now, and it still starts with no heater plugs connected. So it's obviously only when it wants to either do regens or if it wants to bring up the temperature inside the engine. So I'll let you know once we drive it. But just a couple of little tricks here now. When you're putting on wipers, I always like to put one on first and test it to make sure it doesn't, you know, it goes where it should do and it doesn't, and it stops where it should do. If you put both of them on and they come together, they could lift up and smash the windscreen. But ages ago, I don't know who it was, so I apologise, but it was a long time ago, someone says, you do know, on most cars, there's little marks on the windscreen, right there, look, see that? Get there, right? Where the wipers actually line up. Now on this one, you can clearly see. Some of them you get a new windscreen, you can't see. And if your windscreen is completely clean, you still can't see the actual mark, you know, like a dirty mark here where it's supposed to be. But these, you can see them. So that's a very good tip. So line up with them and you're going to be good to go. You want to see the aftermath? Look at this. Look at that. 3 snapped, 1 good. Yeah. And the one that I know people are going to say, oh, you could have got out. That was really caked up, like really caked up. So yeah. Right, and that is it. Now, one thing I don't think I mentioned, when we had the light coming on originally, it was constantly on and there was no power. No matter what I did, even if I reset all the error codes on the scan tool, instantly it'd come back up again. When I just put the 2 new ones in, it had only come in after about half an hour, 40 minutes driving. But if I cycled the ignition, it would go out for another, well, it could be 10 minutes, could be 20 minutes, just depends. So I could technically get it off. And in the morning, when the engine is really cold, it would stay off for another half an hour, 40 minutes or so. So I won't know if this is completely done until we actually take it for a drive. Now, I've managed to do all the clocks and the dash and everything properly now. Haven't set the time properly, but we've got the speedo or the rev counter working properly, the fuel gauge and all that. So I've recalibrated all the pins and everything on that. So now we'll just close the door, because again it doesn't go beep 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 until the doors are open, until the doors are closed, sorry. So it's not going to do it now. Like I said, I have to physically drive this thing now. Wish me luck. Right, I think we're good. We've been driving for 15-20 minutes. Actually no, how long have we been driving for?
Oh yeah.
Don't know, but I'm pretty much convinced it would have done it by now, because it did it more or less in the same spot all the time, and it hasn't done it. I've cycled the ignition a few times and it's looking good. It was when it was close to operating temperature it would do it, and yeah, no, it's all bloody good. So that was it. I might do a separate film on the clocks. I filmed some of it but not all of it, but at least this one explains how to do the heater plugs and everything. And not only that, if you have them error codes coming up and you have nothing else, at least you might know it's your heater plugs, because like I said, I was getting no error codes whatsoever for my heater plugs, even when I completely disconnected all of them. Still getting the engine malfunction instantly when I disconnected all of them, but I was getting no error code. So look, as always, hope it helps. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget,
Get your hands dirty. Sorted.
Right, I'm going to leave this till after the credits, because I know I'm going to get someone saying, hold on a second, you said 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and when you just said you're only driving for 15-20 minutes, it didn't come on. So I've done that on purpose to see, just get some fucking idiots saying what I've just said. So as you can see, we've been driving for now 45 minutes, maybe even a bit more, and it's absolutely perfect. Stuck behind a tractor at the minute, but apart from that, we're good. So yeah, it's all bloody good. Awesome, people. Yay! Awesome. That hurt my ears.
I'm sorry for hurting your eardrums.
Anyone with headphones as well. Yeah, well, rest in peace headphone users.